DACA court ruling could complicate congressional negotiations. A federal judge has halted the Trump administration's ending of DACA as lawmakers try to hammer out a complicated legislative fix for the program. The White House is pushing back hard after a San Francisco-based federal judge issued a nationwide injunction that blocks the Trump administration's decision to rescind deportation protections for hundreds of thousands of young immigrants brought to the U.S. illegally as children. The ruling was handed down late Tuesday, just hours after the president hosted a bipartisan roundtable with House and Senate lawmakers and proposed brokering a two-phase immigration deal. The first phase would deal with the young immigrants known as Dreamers as well as border security, and the next would address immigration more comprehensively. After the meeting, the White House said lawmakers had agreed going forward to focus the negotiations on border security, the chain immigration process by which immigrants can sponsor extended family members for legal status, the immigration system's visa lottery and DACA. We find this decision to be outrageous, especially in light of the president's successful bipartisan meeting with House and Senate members at the White House on the same day, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said of the court ruling in a statement Wednesday morning. An issue of this magnitude must go through the normal legislative process, she said. President Trump is committed to the rule of law and will work with members of both parties to reach a permanent solution that corrects the unconstitutional actions taken by the last administration. The Trump administration in September announced plans to rescind the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, known as DACA, which allows certain young immigrants who arrived in the country illegally to obtain work permits and a reprieve from deportation. Under the administration's phase-out plan, DACA recipients whose permits expire after March 5 would not be able to renew them, resulting in them losing their legal protections and putting them at risk of being deported. But the order from U.S. District Judge William Alsup stipulates that, while a lawsuit challenging DACA is pending, those with permits can renew their status, a ruling that could sputter lawmakers' negotiations toward a permanent legislative fix that Trump said Tuesday should be a bill of love. It just shows everyone how broken and unfair our court system is when the opposing side in a case, such as DACA, always runs to the Ninth Circuit and almost always wins before being reversed by higher courts, Trump tweeted Wednesday morning. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has appellate jurisdiction over the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, in which Alsup is based, and in the past, has ruled on Trump's travel ban. House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, R. Calif. House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer, D. Maryland, Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn, R. Texas, and Senator Dick Durbin, D. Ill. were expected to meet Wednesday with Trump administration officials to continue plotting a path forward on a possible DACA fix. Complicating the situation further, Democrats may insist on attaching the DACA solution to a forthcoming spending bill, which Congress must pass by January 19, to avoid a government shutdown. The president on Tuesday suggested lawmakers begin their work with a proposal from Representative Bob Goodlatte, a Virginia Republican and the House Judiciary Committee chairman who unveiled the structure of his measure in an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. In addition to providing a legislative fix for DACA recipients, the bill would provide $30 billion for security measures like building Trump's long-promised border wall and modernizing additional ports of entry. The proposal also would pave the way for additional Border Patrol agents, seek to crack down on those who overstay their visas, make it easier to deport those in the U.S. illegally who are gang members, aggravated felons or have multiple DUIs, end chain immigration, and eliminate the diversity visa program. Goodlatte and colleagues reportedly plan to introduce the bill Wednesday.